How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart, back with another technique lesson, and today we're looking at part 3 of the recent blues series I've done, the 12 bar blues in the key of an A. So part 1 we looked at the chord sequence, how the 12 bar blues works. Part 2 I showed you the blues and the pentatonic scale, and in this lesson I'm going to show you a series of 5 licks that we can play over that chord sequence. You know, it all comes from the blues scale. This works really well, but the whole idea of this lesson is to get you guys inspired and build some of your own licks, you know, all from that first position of the blues or the pentatonic scale. Works really well. So as I say, I'm just going to show you sort of 5 licks that you can use over the top of that chord sequence. I'm going to explain how it works over the chords. Now, if you do want access to the licks as well as the chord sequence and the scales, they're up on my Patreon page, as well as everything I've done over the past 3.5 years. You know, all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to a lot of the usual lessons that I do. So I'll put a link to my Patreon page in the description. I'll also put a link in the comments. And the way that works, just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month, or however much you guys want to pledge. It's all very much appreciated. All generally goes back into the lessons, and it gives you guys access to all that I've already mentioned. You know, some exclusive videos up there as well that aren't on YouTube. There's videos there from the archive. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description, go and check that out. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to show some appreciation in a different way, I've got a new feature which is a super thanks link. You'll find that just underneath the video there. You can click on that, make a small donation. Again, very much appreciated. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you are subscribed and you haven't done already and you want to keep up to date with all the videos that I put out, please hit that little notification bell. It's just underneath the video there. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Hart Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so I'll just point out that my guitar is in standard tuning for not only this lesson, part 1 and part 2, okay? So lick 1, this would go over the A7 chord, so the A7 chord. Okay, so over the top of that we're going to do a little sort of run up the pentatonic scale. So starting on 5 on the E string, we're going to go 5-8, 5-7 on the A, 5-7 on the D, 5-7 on the G, and then we're going to keep that 3rd finger on. I keep all my fingers on because we're going to do a string bend. We're bending that 7 to the blues note, so just bending that note up a semitone to that 8. So what we get is a, and then we're going to bend it back down again. So what we get is a, we're going to go to 5, that's on the G, 7 on the D above, back to the 5 on the G, and then back to the 7 on the D with a little bit of vibrato where we sort of whittle the string a little bit. It just sort of sustains the note. So what we get is a, okay, so all of that lick 1, really slowly, we've got, okay, one more time. Okay, so that's lick 1 that goes over the A7 chord. Then when we switch to the D7 chord, we're going to do this lick. So now we're going to do a sort of descending lick. So starting from the top end of the scale, we're going to play 8-5 on the top E string, 8-5 on the B, 7-5 on the G, 7 on the D, 5 on the G, back to 7 on the D, 5 on the G, and then back to 7 on the D. Also adding in a little bit of vibrato there on that last note. So really slowly that lick. little bit quicker. Okay, so then when we go back to the A7, okay, so what we've got here is this lick. So on the D string, with my third finger, I'm going to slide from 5 to 7. First finger's going to grab 5 on the G, and I'm going to run sort of down the scale again. So on the D, we're going to go 7, 5. On the A, 7, 6, 5. And then 8, 5 on the low E. So that lick, we got the slide on the D from 5 to 7 with the third finger. Okay, and then when we do the little turnaround on the E7, so also does a bar on the D7 there. We're going to do this lick. So we're going to do a little slide on the top E string with my first finger from 4 to 5. Again, we've got the little pinky is going to grab 8 on the top E. We're going to go back to 5 on the top E, 8 on the B, and then 5 on the top E. So the first lick that will go over the E7, and then the D7. Okay, and then lick 5, which will go over the A7 chord that goes for a bar, and then the E7 for a bar, the little turnaround bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we got here, we're going to play 8, that's on the G. So we'll double, so 8, 8, 7, 7, 5, 5, all on the same string. So 8, 8, 7, 7, 5, 5. And then on the string above the D, we're going to go 7, 7, 5. And then on the A, 5, 6, 7. So that lick again. Okay, so that's all of the licks. So we're 5 licks all together. So I'm going to play all of that through quite slowly so you can see how that all sort of gels together. So the first lick we've got. Okay, lick 2. Lick 3. Okay, lick 4. Lick 5. And there we have it. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this short series of lessons. I am going to sort of expand on this in the autumn, going to show you the 5 positions to each one of those scales that we've looked at today, so we can be all over the neck doing different things. But if you found this lesson a little bit difficult, because I wanted to throw a little bit of technique in there with some string bends, slides, and a bit of vibrato. You know, that's technique that makes these sort of things sound really good. But they are difficult at first, you have to sort of work on those things. So if you find it a bit difficult, obviously take those techniques away, work on those techniques. And you don't have to use these licks that I've shown you today. It's just to get you inspired to sort of, you know, the whole idea of this is to get you improvising over the top of those chords, using that scale, the pentatonic and the blues scale, finding out where those root notes are so we can build little licks and resolve it on a root note. It's always going to sound right, you know, over the top of those chords. As I said, this is just to sort of inspire you, and thanks very much for your comments on these lessons, and as I say, I'm going to be back in the autumn sort of expanding on this, so thanks very much for watching. So I'll quickly mention it again, thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now if you are subscribing, you haven't done already, you want to keep up to date with all the videos that we'll put out, please hit that little notification bell, it's just underneath the video there. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want all the stuff to coincide with these lessons that have done, all, you know, free lessons. There's also all the usual stuff, everything from the past 3.5 years. So there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. I've got the super thanks link, sorry about all this pointing. If you'd like to click on that and make a small donation, again, massively appreciated. And another way that you guys could help me out, this doesn't cost you guys a penny, but it's very, very effective. I always say word of mouth is a powerful thing. So if you dig what I do, you enjoy my lessons, please like and share my lessons, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays the guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. And that just leads me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.